Hey friends, happy Monday. I hope that you are off to a great week. And I am here today to share with you 3 ways that you may be making it hard for people to buy from you. Now, I know that this sounds kind of weird because as business owners, we always feel like we're telling everybody what we do, we're making it easy, we're so here, we're so available. But often when I am doing assessments for people, I am checking their Facebook, their Instagram, their content. I see that they're actually making it hard for people to buy from them. So today I'm going to share with you these 3 ways that I see people making it hard for potential clients to buy from them so that you can give yourself a self assessment. You can give yourself a self assessment, if that's a thing, and figure out if you're doing the same thing. So the first one is that people don't know what you do. If this one is you, please check out the Stand Out and Shine online challenge. And the thing is that we always need to tell people who we are, what we do, who we do it for, and why what we do matters. So, who you are, you often think as, well, everybody knows this, right? I said, I'm a copywriter, I'm an empowerment coach, or whatever it is that you call yourself. But you are so much more than that. And it has to be something that when your clients read this, when they read what it is that you do or who you are, that they know that you can solve their specific problem. So that's why it's who you are, what you do. So, what you do is the problem that you solve, specifically the problem that you solve. Who you do it for is your niche client. And why it matters is goes back again to how you solve someone's problem. So, my name is Shanna DeWitt. I am a business coach and a marketing strategist for women that want to create a 6-figure business. That is what we call a positioning statement. Who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and why it matters. So if I want to add on to that, I help women create a 6-figure business so that they can have more choices in their life. That's it. That's pretty much it. So the places that you want to make sure that you use this are in your Instagram bio. I say this is like your magical pickup line because when people are interested in you, they're going to stalk you a little bit online, and you want to make sure that, again, you're being so specific about the exact problem that you solve and why people should hire you. And then, of course, you want to build off of this inside of your content because, for example, reels are so fun and they're great. I especially love any reel that has a dog in it. I can't stop watching them. But people aren't going to buy from you just because they're entertained. So let's say that you have a really great reel that has your Labradoodle in it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this dog. He's so cute. And I click on your profile. I need to know exactly what it is that you do because if I just see like some fun stuff about your Labradoodle and maybe a fun post about your kids or something, that's not going to make me hire you because I may like you, right? I may like you. I may like you enough to follow you. I may go in and tap a few of your posts and like this, but it doesn't mean I'm going to hire you if I don't know exactly what problem you solve and who you solve it for because I don't know if you're for me or not, right? And I will tell you that, again, reels are great, but they're helping to shorten our attention span even more. Someone said recently that a couple of years ago, the average attention span was 6 seconds, and now it's 3. That gives you any kind of indication. You've got to be specific. A lot of times we get caught up in the adjectives and like we care so much. You'll see a lot of I work for heart-centered women who want to feel good. Like yeah, we all want to feel good. And if we're not heart-centered, what does that mean? That we're against people? We're awful? I don't really know. But let's just assume that everybody is heart-centered. What do they really want? What are they really looking for? Okay? So people have to know specifically exactly who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and why it matters. The second one is that people don't know how to work with you. So you may be so great. I see this a lot of times. It's almost like we create a handicap for ourselves. Some people are so good at serving and their heart is so centered there. They have such a heart for serving people. They love to teach. They love to tell people how to, how to solve their problem, right? But they never actually ask those people to work with them. I see this a lot. I'll get people on their free strategy call and they'll say, Shanna, I've got a Facebook group. I show up. I give value here. I give value there. And I'll say, well, how many times are you actually asking people to work with you? And it's like crickets. And then we both just have to laugh because you know what's coming, right? That's what's happening. You aren't actually asking people to work with you. So your assumption is that they're going to think that you're so awesome that they are going to track you down online, read through your entire website, and then figure out what the next step is. That's not their job, that's your job. And if you aren't being very upfront and very specific about that, then you are making it very hard for them to work with you and you're losing clients. Remember, they got a 3-second attention span. So, yes, it's wonderful that you're showing up consistently, you're giving lots of value, but if you aren't actually asking people to work with you, then you're making it hard for them to work with you and you're losing clients. Okay, the third thing is that people don't know which one of your offers is right for them. So you're out there online, you're being so specific about who you are, how you solve people's problems, and exactly who you solve that problem for. And people are like, oh my gosh, this is great. This is my exact problem. This sounds like she knows exactly what I'm looking for. And then they see that you have a call to action. It's like, hey, find out more about working with me. You say, yes, please. And you click that link and you go to their website and you see that they have 2 or 3 offers. But then you don't know which one is right for you. Like, you know, this person solves your problem, but you're not really sure. Usually this happens because they are very close in price point. So being close in price point is a problem because it starts to make people have a hard time making a decision. If there are 2 shirts, I like to use clothes because I'm a lady, I guess, but if there are 2 shirts that you find at Anthropologie and you love them both, like really love them, but you know you can only get one and they're the exact same price, that makes it really hard. But if you love both and one of them is a lot less expensive than the other one, you're going to easily choose the less expensive one, right? So it's really about giving people apples and oranges to compare to so that they feel really confident in making a decision. And that is a huge part of your responsibility as a person who has something to sell, is to help people make the right decision for them. So if you've been specific about what you do, who you do it for, what matters, you've been really specific about how they can work with you, the third thing is make it easy for them to choose which offer is the right offer for them. So having something to compare it to makes people feel more confident in their decision making. Okay. Another thing is reviews. That's why people love reviews. It's because, I mean, they don't even know that person, right? When you look on Amazon and you find something you want, you're saying, okay, does this thing solve my problem? Yes, it does. So let me check it out. You're going to look at the price. Is it the right price? And then you want to feel extra confident in making your decision. So you're going to read through all the reviews. You don't know that person. They could be lying. They could be paid to say that. And it still doesn't matter, right? Because you're still going to, you look through those to help you make a really good decision. So when you have these 2 offers, some things that you can do is make sure that there's something to compare it to. Price is a great way to help do that. Reviews help people feel better about their decision-making process. And then you also still have to be really specific about exactly what each offer gives you and how to know. So you can really just say it like that, how to know which one is the right one for you. So if you need this and you have this problem, this is the right offer for you. If you have this problem and you need A, B, and C, this is the right offer for you. So then you're giving somebody something to compare it to. But a lot of times, I think it's a scarcity. I think when it comes to price, people are scared about the pricing, but you have to give somebody something to compare it to. Like, it's got to make sense in their brains that this is the right thing, right? Imagine that. Have you ever gone to buy something, and I love the 3 model price. So if there is an option and one is really cheap and one is really expensive, they're going to get the one in the middle because it feels like the safest bet, right? So because you think, well, if it's super expensive, what if I don't get the results that I want? I feel like I've overpaid. If they get the cheapest option, then they feel like, well, why is this so cheap, right? Because we're always trying to like protect our investment or whatever it is that we're doing. So people will get the middle option. Think about how you buy things and how you make your decisions, and know that those are the same things that your potential clients are thinking about. So take a really good look at your social media. Is it really obvious what you do? Is it obvious who you do it for? Is it obvious how people can work with you? And then when people see your offers, what it is that you are offering to sell, is it really clear to them which offer is for them? So again, pricing is a good one, making sure that the content really spells it out so clearly who it's for, who it's not, what the expectation is, exactly the problem that it solves. Because, a lot of times we have offers that our clients have one big problem, and our offers chip away at that problem. So there's this little piece of the problem. Then if you want to go deeper, you do this piece of the problem. And then if you want to solve, the next level of that problem, you do this, right? So you have to be really specific about explaining exactly what it is. And then another time we have clients that have the same problem, but we address it in different ways. So you have to be very clear in that offer. You have to be very clear in your pricing. You can't let fear that people aren't going to pay that, or, just make everything cheap and everybody will buy it then. You can't have any of that kind of mentality. You have to help them make it the best decision they can make. And that's why all three of these things will really do that. And in making it easy for clients to work with you, you're going to get more clients, right? So look at these things that we've mentioned here, that I've mentioned here today. Check out your website, your social media, look at some of your content in your posts and see if someone didn't know you at all, if they just fell into your social media or website, if it would be very clear who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and how they can work with you. So if you have any questions about that and you want to dive deeper into your own business, I highly encourage you to sign up for a simple strategy call. It's 30 minutes where we look at your business and I tell you how to improve one thing that you're doing, how to make it a little bit better, because I'm not about adding more crap to your plate. It's like, how can you do simple things like this to make sure that you know exactly how to get your next client? I'll put the link in the post here so that you can sign up for that if you feel like it is the right time for you.